All right, let's do this. No Man's Sky. 2:30. Okay. No Man's Sky. This has been a journey. If you were unfamiliar with No Man's Sky, and you're just now finding out about it, you're the lucky one. I pre-ordered it. I was on pins and needles because this was a game that was right up my alley. It was that 8 quintillion planets are in this game. If every person who ever existed on Earth spent 1 second on a planet, we would not get to them all. There's that many planets. It just takes forever. Now, that being said, some of the planets kind of feel samey. But there's plenty of fun to do here. So they just released Interceptor, a new update, and they do this every quarter. They're just major updates. It went from you kind of has something to do to it is a whole different game than what it has. And you can see here by some of my previous gameplays, 101 hours, 73 hours. This was a community expedition event that I thought was pretty cool. And so I tried playing that. I wonder if you go, there's also ways to get lots of loot. Hang on a second. If I go here to Twitch and log in, oh, come on, here we go. Oh, it's gonna make me double verify, multi-factor authentication. Let's get it up on there. This one is in Google, yeah. Twitch. Token is 67865. Yeah, so Twitch is online. It's kind of like YouTube, but it's more specific to gamers. And you can stream on here. I've streamed on here. I've got an account, but you can also come in here, No Man's Sky, and you can just search for No Man's Sky and watch people play. But one of the benefits to that is if I come up here into my account and I go into drops and rewards, you can find a lot of drops. And what these are, if you watch a streamer who has drops enabled, and let's say for this ship, I can't really see it, but I think I've got it. Yeah, these are all claimed. So you watch a streamer for a certain amount of time, and then once that time limit, an hour or 30 minutes or 3 hours or whatever the case, then you get this item for free in the game. So it's kind of one of the few. I used to be on Twitch all day long, but now it's one of those things where it's like, it's not really. Everybody's moving to YouTube. So I want to start a new game. Let's go back into here. You have a game by yourself, but with elements of other people at times. And then you have multiplayer where you can log in, host a new session, and play with friends. I don't have any friends. That sounds pathetic. Well, I have friends. I have a couple friends, but I don't have any friends that play No Man's Sky. How about that? So I don't know who I would play with as multiplayer. So we're gonna do a new game, and you get lots of options. They've changed this so much. So normal, I'm gonna do normal. This is the normal way to play the game. It's live. There's stuff coming at you. It's not too bad. I really like it. You got relaxed. This is new. Fewer systems to manage and lower costs. Okay. Creative, no cost, no damage, no limits. If you just want to get in and build bases, you can do that. It's not a problem. Community expedition. These are kind of fun. They drop these out every once in a while where it's these special events. You can go out there and play the game. I think you have like 20 hours or 17 hours or something that you have. 30 hours maybe to complete all of the missions and assignments that are in that expedition, and you get extra loot and rewards and all kinds of fun stuff. Custom, this is new. From gentle to permadeath, you can take control of your experience. And then survival, which I've never done. More hazards, smaller inventory, increased cost. Is there no permadeath? It must be just in here. Custom permadeath, yeah. Death consequences, no items lost, delete saved. So if you die, you're out. You gotta start all over. I'm not gonna do that. I think we're gonna do a normal playthrough, and we're gonna see also if my computer can both play the game and record, because I don't know if that's possible. Should just be loading up here. Here we go. It's a beautiful game. It's expansive. Everything is procedurally generated, and what that means is there's no every planet is randomly generated with certain criteria, so that theoretically no two planets are identical. A lot of games, been playing small lands, and it's the same. It's the one map. You get one map. Satisfactory is another factory game, and it's one map. You only get the one ever, and so, well, so far, and hopefully they'll make more in the future. But this, that's what's one of the things that's great about this game. One of the many things I think is that it is randomly generated. Now, that being said, there are certain types and classes of planets. So a poisonous planet is typically going to have the same things on it, just it's built different. It's not the same as the one before. A paradise planet is going to be different. A hot planet is going to be different than a poisonous planet. And so you have all these different planet types to go around in. Now, I don't have earphones in, so you start off each one of these in a, let me get earbud in. Oh, I don't have that on. It's all right. I know what it's saying. So you start off on a planet, and it's a random planet. I've heard tales that your experience is based off your username. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I've landed on freezing planets. I've landed on poisonous planets. I've started on hot planets. This one seems pretty tame so far. Maybe, although it is 143 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's been a minute since I've played this, so we're going to have to get reacquainted with the controls and everything. So it's kind of loading you up here. We're going to hit tab to skip. So every time you land on a planet, every time you set foot on a planet, you kind of get some stats in the lower left about what it is. So right off the bat, I need to go change. Oops, where is it? Is it Z? Nope. C, V. There it is, X. I need to go and change this into this mode. Sorry. It is a hot planet, and so you can see we've got a health. So we got two things going on here. Lots of stuff to talk about. I mean, if you've never played, so I've got a health bar and an oxygen bar, and right now it's super hot, and so I have to go underground in order to beat the heat, which is what we're doing. All right, I know. So we're underground, and so that our resistance to the heat outside, so we need to cool off, and that's what we've done. So if I hit tab, we have our multi-tool. It's kind of cute. Oops. This is our tool. We're going to use this for shooting and mining and scanning and all kinds of extra stuff. There's a bunch of new tools in the game. A starship, which we have yet to find. This is the one that you get, I believe, when you pre-order. This is a fun little ship that you get. I still got it. And then your exosuit. So here's your technology, your backpack, right? Here's all the cargo that you can store. And I believe all of these empty spots, we're going to be able to fill them in and hold a heck of a lot more. They've changed this so much, even since the last time I played. We can sort, highlight specific things. So that's the technology. We need to repair immediately. Scanner required. So that being said, we're gonna go through this, and I'm just gonna have some fun. This is just for funsies, right? So if I have my gun out and I shoot this and mine it, I now get the components out of that. So I got 25 carbon, and let's get some more carbon. There's 23, there's 41. So you get all these things, and then if we go look at our backpack, we can see in our exosuit that we've collected these carbons. And we're going to use that carbon for things, either making some new materials or keeping us alive. There's all kinds of stuff. So we have our scanner is damaged. Let's go back in here real quick. And we need to fix this. This says I need 75 ferrite dust. And I know from previous plays that ferrite dust is just out of rocks. So you can kind of see. So I've got unidentified mineral, it's ferrite dust, and then something else we don't know until we analyze it. But we can't do that until we get our scanner fixed. So it's kind of one of those deals where you kind of got to, in order to get to D, you got to do ABC, right? And that's fine. And it is a survival game to some degree. You just have to worry about stuff attacking you from time to time, and you have to worry about your oxygen and your environmental. So here it's hot planet. We just have to make sure that our red bar doesn't get completely gone. So I've got 100. So we've got enough ferrite. It says it's got the green check. We're going to click it, and then it's going to fix it. And there we go. Scanner repaired. And then there's other items that we can click into here. Let's see if we can install. We need carbon nanotubes, chromatic metal, and some extra stuff for that. So let's go for the analysis visor. We don't have it yet, but we've assigned it a slot. And then here, I'm going to go ahead and add that as well. Even though, again, we don't have it, but we can definitely assign it a slot and work towards that. So with our scanner, we come out here, we hit C, and it scans the environment, and now we have some new things that we can go mine. Now, we should be pretty free to do what we want. This is an open world, you do what you want kind of game. And so for me, right out of the gate, I like to go just start collecting some core items. We're gonna need some of that. Let's go check this thing out. We can hit E to inspect the damage machine. Now I can take this into my inventory, or I can just get rid of it. And then what we're gonna do is get some things out of here. We got some nanites, and nanites is kind of like money. Look at these little guys. Aren't they so cute? Oh, you're so tough. Now we can feed some of these and make them our pets, if we so choose. But you only get a certain number of pets to have, and I don't want to gunk up my pets with dumb pets. So I tend to hang on to that. And it's not required. It's more of a fun thing to do. Okay, let's go over here, get some more nanites, maybe. Get rid of that slime. Ooh, we got a S module for thermal protection. Now this is a module that we can just go ahead and plug in if we go to our exosuit. And this is thermal protection, supremely powerful. S is the highest grade of weapons or items that you can get. So if I come in here and I hit E, I want to install this. We can plug that in right there, and we got free, super nice gear to protect us from the cold. Yeah, I know how it works. I was coming over here to see this guy. So, dude, he's like a triceratops looking guy. Now we can kill him. We can pet them. Some will aggro, or just they're aggravated. They just come at you by default. But he seems pretty chill. Look at what's your tail. Hey, tail boy. You got 3 paddles on your tail. And so let's start looking. So we have to do a scanner. It says in the lower right to find some sodium. That's the Na. So let's just go over here, find some sodium off this plant. And we're just going to grab it. Yay. And so what sodium does, it's telling you how to kind of play the game. Sodium is used to recharge. So our hazardous protection's going down. And I can take this sodium and drop it right into there, and now we're at 100% and dropping. So it's good to kind of keep, like I said, I try to keep at least a stack of the most common things on me. Oh, here's a bunch. Nice. Come on, man. And here it is. Hold down E. It's gonna go grab all this stuff. I put the graphics on medium. I'm gonna get all this. These clusters happen every once in a while, but they're still kind of rare. Cool, we get all kinds of sodium now. Reach the marked signal, and so we need to go this way. There's our signal. So what we're trying to do now is find our ship that we've somehow lost. Come on. So you do have stamina a little bit, which can be increased with some modules. Look at these trees. Aren't they cool? They're like living trees. We'll get there. We'll get there. Graphics are really cool. So yeah, so this planet, which is super hot, has these rocks and these plants, and if I go to another hot planet, I might find different plants. I might find different creatures. Come on. Don't do this to me. See, he's scared. I don't know why. Hey, little dude. You're so cute. Once we get a scanner, we can start scanning these just to kind of catalog what we find on the planet, and then that can be turned in for some credits or some money that we can spend unlocking new technologies and parts and ship parts and gun parts and all kinds of parts. So we gotta find our ship. I really wish. Ooh, we need some of this carbon crystals. Yeah, there's different tools in the game. There's different guns, so we're definitely gonna get some different guns. Although this one is fun, you know, the starter pistol is good to have, but there's some much better stuff. So here's our ship. We found it. And there's some extra stuff when you get around a ship or one of these things. We're gonna see if we can get some more goodies out of here. Got some more nanites. And then you always want to check these packages. Search these packages. Got some carbon. These containers have stuff in them. I'm going to take it in my exosuit, because that can be turned into carbon dust. So we got some more condensed carbon, and we got some other things out of here. Some oxygen. They changed the symbol on that. This one you can open eventually, but you got to have a pass. So we'll make one later. So we got all of that. Now we come here, and this is kind of a story mode type of situation. Boundary system failure likely. Vessels emptied. Contain deliberate transfer. This is part of the game. It makes you want to kind of go anomaly contaminated prepared. Let's broadcast it. I don't know what that does. Who cares? Traveler anomaly detected. That's us. Position log system integrity scan and initialized. And there we go. So that's that. So you come into your ship, and now this is our ship. Once you get in a ship like this, you own it. But I can tell you right now, it's not going to go anywhere because it's broke. It's online. Atlas connection intermittent. Launch thrusters offline, pulse engines offline. Find myself alone in a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, no sense of before. But this ship at least seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least that of my exosuit. I'm not dead yet, and this ship is a lifeline out to the stars. Connect your exosuit. We're going to plug in. Exosuit connected. Pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired path. We're going to repair it. Self-guided repair protocols initiated. And so this is going to kind of start us on that path of getting off the planet. So now we can look. We've got our exosuit, our starship, and our multi-tool. And our starship says, hey, we need some parts here. We need some pure ferrite and some dihydrogen jelly, so that we can launch the thrusters. And then we're going to have to get some other parts here. Most of these things can be made by us. So what we're going to do is we're going to, hermetic sealing. We got to get some things. So if I hit, not C, not X, oops, Z, we have a portable refiner. We need some metal plating and oxygen, apparently. All right, so metal plating, we can craft some items by ourselves. I know, there's a lot happening here. If it's lit up like this, obviously you can make it. And so let's make, we need one of those. And one of those. I think our multi-tool, we needed one of we needed the carbon nanotubes to fix that. So now we can analyze with our gun. We need 3 more, but I'm going to hold off because this needs that dihydrogen jelly, and then we also need some pure ferrite. Again, this is where the A to the B to the C to the D comes into play, because now we need, oh, look at this, this is so cool, this giant canyon. That's so fun. So we need to go get some more ferrite. So in order to make this, we need some oxygen and some metal plating. And so we gotta go find some. Or make some. So here's ferrite dust. So what we do is we take ferrite dust. And there's another rock. And we're just going to go ahead and, get some more ferrite dust. What's in here? Some extra blocks in here or something. Some of these bigger rocks we're not going to be able to destroy just yet because we're going to need advanced mining. Some ferrite dust. What was this? I'll offer food. Nope, sorry dude, I'm looking for plants I can kill. So another thing we can do is we can hit F. Now that we have our scanner, scanner puts you in goggles mode basically and lets you look at these animals, and then if I want to, I can scan them, and we've earned $1,000. So we've got a couple of more red spots. Let's go look at these. So the idea here is to get all of the red dots green. Red means we haven't scanned. We can zoom in and clear out there. Got 3,000 out of that guy. Nice. Who's next? Okay, this is, we're scanning animals. This one out here. Another 1,600. Now you'll notice that we're seeing a lot of extra stuff besides just animals. I got this icon here that tells me that there's a fireberry over there. There's a jettison pod here. We can go get some stuff. This here is a salt deposit where we can go mine some salt. Here's some phosphorus. Some more fireberries. Here's the buried technology modules, which we're going to get into later. There's some subterranean relics, but right now this plant just kind of lit up. And so that tells me that there's this plant that we can scan and get some more cash off of, and this too. So one of the things I like to do when I get on a new planet is to just get out and scan everything in the vicinity so that I just kind of get some money. This is also going to help us find some of those resources that we really need to have, like carbon. We need carbon. We need carbon. There's some more carbon. Right? So now that we know, here we go, oxygen. We know we need oxygen for some stuff. And my laser beam is out. So we're going to go to multi-tool. This needs carbon or condensed carbon. I think if I click on it, it's going to pop up with a, and tell me if I have any of this stuff. So let's just feed it some carbon. Now it's at 100%. This is also telling us that we can make some stuff. We can make some plating. And if we hit E, we're just going to craft some more. So let's do some of that. Now you notice we kind of gained some new things that we can make here. You can group them by their component. So yeah, right now it's just all about getting more stuff. Yeah, let's scan this rock. And see its new component is dihydrogen. So once we scan it, we're like, now we can get dihydrogen out of it. So there's a reason you want to take a little bit of time to just scan the stuff when you get in here into a new planet, so you know what you're dealing with. Let's go find some more stuff. Actually, let's cheat. It's not really cheating, it's part of the system. We need to get into our ship so that our health will get better, our heat. We also need to feed our oxygen. I need a hermetic seal, but we do have the metal plating. Exosuit. What? Okay. You're driving, man. Critically damaged, vital ingredients missing, unable to synthesize required components. Yeah, I don't have a hermetic seal. It's not something I can make. We need to request assistance with that. All right, this is saying we got to go near to a planetary chart distress beacon cache or cache, depending on how you say that. So we're gonna have to go find it, but right now I'm trying to get oxygen, man. Where was my exosuit? Oxygen's 15%. Let's get some of that in there. Let's get it up a little bit. Okay, and now we have to go here. It's all part of the... Sometimes there's quest stuff to do like this. Other times there's... Most of the time it's do whatever you want, but every once in a while you'll get into a mission or something. You're like, okay, well, here's what you got to do next. So recovered open inventory with tab, and then we're going to go to exosuit, and we're going to E, plot route, and it's going to do some cool stuff. Find out where it is. It's pretty close by. So we're going to have to run over there. Go do the thing. Get a hermetic seal. Ooh, yeah, oxygen-rich plants. And again, once you play it for so long, you'll get familiar with it. I'm actually just excited to find out what the new stuff is in the game that I haven't seen before. Yeah, there's always these too. I see you. See how he whipped me? If I get too close, how about I zap you and take all your oxygen? Get some free stuff along the way. We're gonna take it or not. I think I said don't take it. It's fine. And we got some microprocessors. So not only we need to scan these. You can scan plants. There's lots of stuff that you can scan on here. This is fine ferrite, and then we can scan the. As soon as it lights up. Too far away? Or I can't scan it. Ooh, all kinds of good stuff over here. All right. Incoming firestorm. That's not going to be good. We should... How far is this away? Hit F. Well, let's try it. Nope. I don't want to try it. Let's go back. Yeah, because these storms can get really ridiculous. They've ramped up these storms. There's tornadoes. I've died because a tornado caught me, and I was up in the air, and you really can't do much about it other than just pray or get in a ship. So we'll wait this out. We will wait this out. While we're waiting, let's take a look. If you hit escape, now you get a whole nother menu. There's a lot to this game. There's just a lot. So it takes you by default, I believe, to your log. And this is missions that we've got going on. Secondary missions. Our main mission is to go out into the universe and find stuff. Our secondary missions are going to be plenty and bountiful. There's going to be lots of stuff to do. Right now we have to repair our starship, and we have to repair our starship. Catalog and guide. Here is just a whole bunch of cool information about where you are. You can rename things that you've discovered, those rocks, those animals. If I want to call them Bob01 or Kathy or whatever I want, I can rename all of those animals. Here's the number of units that we've accrued. I haven't found any of these yet. I haven't learned any languages. There's just a lot going on. And when we go to discoveries, here's the planet that we're on. And we get some information about it. It's overly warm. There's a few sentinels or space cops, if you want to call them that. There's plenty of flora. There's plenty of fauna. And here we can see even more info. Here's the resources that we can find on here. We can find selenium, salt, phosphorus, and copper. We need copper, so that's good that it starts us off here. And then more about the owners or the type of area that it's in. Here's information about its economy. It's relaxed. It's not in any war with anybody, but it's in the Viking life form space, if that makes sense, or control. So we've discovered 5 fauna or flora, 4 out of 7. That's important. 4 out of 7 discovered fauna, and then we've discovered 2 minerals. If we click on our fauna, we can check out our little guy. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Whoops. There's that one. There's our three paddle-tailed guy. Here's our Triceratops. So they all have names. See how when I hover over that, I can hit X to rename and upload. So if I want to call this Spike, I can do that, and it will rename it and send it up into the upload to the server, so that if anybody, by strange coincidence or happenstance, comes to this planet and sees this animal, they'll see it as Spike. Incredibly cool stuff. The reason I say 4 out of 7, you really don't want to start. You get bonus points or money if you find all of them. Sometimes it's hard to do. Sometimes there's just a few. They're scattered about. Sometimes they're in the ocean. Sometimes they're only come out at night. It just gets nuts. Here's all the plants. It's nothing big there. These are just typical plants. I like them. And then our minerals. We found a rock. Can I spin this around? Thought I could spin it around. Ah, scroll wheel. Yeah, you got a crack. Why are you hiding your crack? That sounds weird. So anyway, yeah, you always want to pay attention to a lot of this stuff. There's no waypoints here, and we'll get into that later. You got your log. We talked about that. And then you got your options, all kinds of stuff. If you need to quit or save or any of that stuff. I think the storm is over and it's day. So now let's head over here. I'm skipping just a little bit. It's probably just my computer trying to deal with rendering so many things. Because it is such a massive game, it's definitely helpful to dial in your settings so that you have the best experience that your computer can handle. Wait for my... Need some of that oxygen. There's definitely times where you're like, you know what? I'll get there when I get there. Let me just kill all the plants along the way and not run at all. But I kind of need to get going. Let's get some of this. And we'll definitely get a better gun. Here's some more drop pods. There's something underground? Or are you just super tiny? There's some birds. Let's get those. Then we can take a look at them. What are you? Look at that. He's so cute. He's so cute. Look at that face. Let's grab this. Sorry, I'm screwing around. But hey, that's what the game's for. This is screwing around. We're having fun. Got some condensed carbon. Let's go back into our inventory and get our exosuit. We got some more. Get that back up to 100. There we go. There's definitely times where you want to hurry up and just do something. There's other times where you need to take your time and just kind of play around. See, look, on the left, there's nothing about this object. Metal content, formation process, notes, primary elements, nothing. As soon as I scan it, we get all kinds of fun little information. Doesn't matter that it's a living stone. No, but it's cool. Everything has data and details. Can we scan this? We can scan this mineral, this plant. And there's definitely upgrades that we can do to our... There, I see you, Mr. Whippersnapper. I see you there trying to snap me. There's definitely stuff we can do to our multi-tool that will increase the amount of credits that we get when we scan things. There's all kinds of upgrades. I'm looking forward to seeing what's out there. It's just not handling everything. I need to look into finding out how to get to... I've got another computer sitting here. I think I can have one computer recording and transcoding while the other one plays. I think it's just too much to handle on one machine. If I look here at my... Sorry. Let's watch at my monitor and GPU and stuff. Okay, you're gonna find these buildings from time to time, and it's pretty cool. You can go in them. Oh, come on. You can go in them, take refuge, look around, get some encrypted data. Got some navigation data for free. Look out the window. And these are out here, doesn't cost you anything. You can't really own them, but you can take shelter and loot them. Get some stuff out of there. Got some more nanites. Love it. We'll get it. So here we can holo archive. Accessing archive. Logs corrupted. Man. Leaving behind. And the fabricator might be of some use. Oh, this is probably what we need to do. Yeah, recover the supplies. Spitting out supplies. I have the hermetic seal. Whoever left this here, whoever left this message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation as I do now. Interesting. I don't know. Okay. We have we have the hermetic seal, so now we gotta head back. Sorry. There is a ton of running and walking around, at least for me and how I play. I don't think it's as fun. Hold on. Man. For me, it's not as fun. I should have scanned it. That's okay. There's another one. Scan that. Now we get dehydrogen out of it. There's plenty of. I'm not the one to just do flying. I like to do base building and the exploring and the mining and the things. I do have a jetpack, as you can see in the lower right, so I can kind of fly a little bit. Again, it's like all the other tools. It's not really powerful right now, but we're definitely going to upgrade it later. Why? It's just struggling here for a second. I don't know why. Scan this plant. All the things. We'll see red dots, which are our animals. It's all right. I really don't like that giant chasm. Let's go around it. It's all right. We got plenty of resources to do the things we need to do. All right, I'll be back. Oh, we got to get to a ship. I can't really. Stop. You need to get a place to save it, and for us, that's our ship. What?